Hey bosses, how are you? It is Kylie. I am a success and alignment coach. I work with women who own businesses who suffer and struggle with doubt, fears, all of those things that keep us small, like imposter syndrome, procrastination, not wanting to take up too much space, not wanting to be too boasting or arrogant, all of that sort of stuff that keeps us small and stops us from living our dreams and growing our purpose-based business. So our soul-aligned, heart-filled, heartfelt, creative businesses. Now, today I wanted to have a chat about why. Let me just get this out of the way because it likes to rub on my hair. Why having a goal for just breaking even is a terrible, terrible goal to have, and why it's hurting your business. Okay, so if you are basically going through your business, or setting intentions for the year ahead, you're looking at the year and thinking, well, times are tough, right? You might be thinking, like, looking at the world with all the uncertainty that we have in our world, and be thinking like, well, if we can just get by, we just got to like cover our overheads, and we just got to just make a little bit that we can live off of. And if we just do that, we just get by for the year ahead, then, that's good. I'll be happy with that. Okay. So, I did this for years in my hairdressing salon. I did it for years, just thinking like I knew what my overheads were. I knew what the cost of living was, and, I knew what the rent and the staff wages and I had an idea. I could plan out what I needed to break even. If we can just break even, we just like make that money and just maybe make a little bit extra to make life a little bit sweeter, then I'll be happy, right? Now that, what does that tell the world? What does that tell life? What does it tell your mind? It tells life, tells your mind, it programs your conscious and unconscious minds that in the next 12 months, if we just get by, she's happy. We're all good, right? Now, we don't mean that, right? We're not intentionally programming our brains to think that. We're not intentionally saying this is actually what we want. We actually want to have a comfortable life and have more than enough, but we don't tell ourselves that. We don't tell our brains that. We don't tell life that. We tell ourselves, if we just get by, if we just get enough to cover our expenses and to cover our overheads and just have a little bit enough just to live, just so that we can make do, get through, we'll be good. And so that is what we set in motion. And the number of times that, that was happening would play out in my business, and it'd be uncanny because I'd go from I remember at one time we moved from one salon where the rent was like under 60K a year, and we went to I moved to a shop that was more than 3 times, so nearly 4 times the rent. And we both it was like we still made, we just covered our finances. We just covered the overheads. It was exactly, the margin was the same. It's just terrible. Now, you may have heard of a law called Parkinson's law. Now, this is a phenomenon that's been studied, and it basically says that our work will expand according to the time that is available for its completion. So let's consider it, for example, if you're given a task to do, and say your supervisor or your boss, or if you give it to a staff member, it's one from your team, it's one of your very talented team members, right? And you say, okay, you've got 2 weeks to do this product, to do this project. Okay. Now that the person who receives the project goes, okay, I've got 2 weeks to do this. Okay. And so they're going to then create a plan that is going to take 2 weeks to do the project. Now, if you had given that person 2 days to do the project, they would create a plan that's going to make it happen in 2 days. And so we also place, for example, if something is given, 2 days versus 2 weeks, then there's a value of the amount of work that is required for that project to be completed that is defined by the time, okay? So it's a phenomenon, and it's also that kind of thing that we might spend, like say if you're given 2 weeks to do a project, you might spend the first week like filling the cup and being inspired and looking at ideas, and then 3 days planning things out and allocating resources and getting materials, and then the last 2 days to actually do the thing. Whereas if you were just given 2 days, you would just be like straight in, straight to the point and do it. And that is human nature. That is just human nature. So how does this work in terms of setting our goals? Well, I'm extrapolating it here. I'm going to extrapolate here, but it happens, and it's a phenomenon, right? It's a phenomenon that is observed in anyone who's doing law of attraction kind of things, or performance-based coaching, right? It is a phenomenon where if you say for the next 12 months, I just want to break even, that is what you are telling and instructing and programming in your mind, your unconscious and conscious mind, that is your definition for success. So it's a lousy goal to have, because that's what you're going to be setting in motion to achieve. Now, the second thing why this is such a terrible, terrible goal to have is that we all have internal resistance to success. We all do. Some of us have mountains of internal resistance to success because of our perfectionism, because of our imposter syndrome, because of our low self-worth, because we don't believe we're good enough, because we don't want to draw attention to ourselves, because we were told when we were 4 years old that we were just a waste of space and we're never going to amount to anything, something along those lines, right? So whatever it is for you, that low self-worth is a resistance to success, because I'm not someone, we have a part of our identity that says I'm not someone who is worthy of success. I'm not someone who will ever be truly successful. And so if our definition of success is to just break even, and we have a major, like a significant part of our identity that is resistant to success, that is not congruent with success, that believes that we aren't worthy, aren't good enough, it'll never happen for us, guess what? We're not going to hit that goal. We're going to underperform, right? Because we are wired that way. And so even just having a goal of just getting there, just breaking even, and then combined with our resistance to success, we're going to underperform and not hit that goal, and we will have more evidence as to why we can never set a higher goal. Why would, just breaking even is really a stretch for us. And it's bullshit. It's not. It's not the truth, okay? It's just a result of our programming, and also what we're putting in. We're consciously programming ourselves as defining our success. We're like getting the goalposts, plunking them in here and being like, I'm just going to aim for that bit, but meanwhile, I can't kick for shit. And so I'm going to try and kick my ball into the goalposts, which they're just where break even is, right? But I can't kick for shit, and I know it's going to land about 20 meters from the goal line, and that's the best that I can do. Right? Can you relate to this? Okay. So the good news is both of those things can be changed. All right. Now, before we talk about that, the third and final reason why setting a goal of just break even is absolutely a shitty way to navigate the year, and it's a terrible vision to be having for your business, for your life, is that you are capping the impact that you can have on your clients. You are capping the number of people that you can serve. So you are saying you literally got a foot on the brake, being like, I'm only just going to break even, which means I can only serve, let's say, 4 major clients. I can only serve 4 major clients. And, I'm going to underperform, and it's going to be, it's going to be a struggle. There's going to be a lot of suffering in that, because I'm going to be like, where's my second client? I need 4 clients to break even. Where's my second client? Because, life is hard, and being in business is difficult, and making money takes a lot of hard work and effort and suffering. And so you're seriously capping the number of people that you can work with. You're capping your contribution to the world. And you are not showing up, with from a space of ease and grace and a space of abundance and confidence and purpose driven, right? To contribute to as many people as possible, right? So when you have such a low standard for your finances, your financial health, then the number of people that you can serve from a really full place, a place of like, I have met my needs, I am enough, I have what it takes, and I'm going to serve like to the fullness of my capacity, then you're seriously underperforming. You're underserving and under contributing compared to what you could be, right? Because if you did come from that place of your cup is full and you're giving from the overflow and you're not having to worry and stress about money and breaking even and all those sort of things, you can show up and serve and inspire and contribute and do better work than when you're suffering and you're like, you've got one foot on the accelerator, one foot on the brake because I'm only just going to break even this year. And I'm an underperformer and it's tough and it's hard work and it's, it's a crazy tumultuous time and unprecedented and blah, blah, So what is the solution? The solution is to give yourself better goals. Okay? The solution is to give yourself a goal that opens you up and feels expansive to you. And then you also need to address and eliminate those success saboteurs. Now, self-sabotaging behavior is rife, especially for women, because we have been so culturally conditioned to not draw attention to ourselves, to not be too big braggy. It's not safe to be visible. Like we might get harmed, hurt. We might get, conflict or pulled down or pulled apart, torn apart, called a witch. We might be crucified or persecuted in some way, and it's terrifying. So we need to dismantle the self-sabotaging behaviors. So step 1 is to give ourselves better goals. Step 2 is to dismantle the self-sabotaging behaviors. Step 3 is to create a better identity, an identity that is aligned with our mastery, with security, with our needs being met. And step 4 is to truly commit to serving your purpose, to serving the people who are praying for what you have to offer, who desperately want, need, crave, desire your little bit of magic that is yours to bring to the world, that is yours to be expressed into the world. So when you can align with that and you build your identity around that, that's when the magic starts, right? That's when everything else can fall off your shoulders. All of the weight and the fear and the chains of doubt and not being good enough and feeling stuck and being like that little gerbil on his little wheel, being like, I'm doing all the things, but I'm only just breaking even. Actually, I'm not even doing that, right? It's like that can all stop when you do those things. When you give yourself a better goal, you really create a vision and a future for your life. When you can dismantle the self-sabotaging beliefs and you can create an identity that is built around your purpose, built around your mastery, built around and congruent with your self-worth, and to really commit to serving, contributing, creating value, really contributing to the people in the world who need and want and desire and are looking for what you have to offer. So if you would like help with that, then the good news is this is exactly my area of mastery. This is my purpose. This is what my little bit of magic in my corner of the universe is about. It's about taking women who are experiencing self-doubt, who are really struggling to get traction in their life, struggling to get traction in their business. That you might have imposter syndrome. You might have incredible levels of anxiety. You might have low self-worth or not enoughness. I mean, who doesn't? But the thing is, it doesn't need to keep you stuck in your tracks. So if you would like help in being able to dismantle some of these self-sabotaging beliefs, then I invite you to book a free breakthrough session with me. Now on this call, it's about 45 minutes to an hour long. On this call, we'll get clear on what is not working in your business, what is working, what's not working, but then we'll really direct your focus on what it is that you want to express and create in your business. And then we're going to look at how to get you from where you are to where you want to go. And if that's something that I can help you with, as I've helped many other female entrepreneurs to overcome their self-doubt and their blockages to success, their sabotages, then that's something we can definitely talk about. If not, I'm very, very happy to steer you in the direction of some resource or someone else that might be able to help you with your particular issues and the problems that are stopping you from getting the success, enjoying the kind of success that you deserve. So if you'd like that, please make sure you click the link below this video. I'm going to pop it after I finish this video, and book a breakthrough session with me. Now, if you're like, oh, that sounds interesting, Kylie, I'd like to know more about it, I do have a free masterclass which takes you through the 5 shifts of how I work with my clients to really create this momentum, to really create energy and purpose so that you are self-generating, that you can show up to life and you can be committed and you can move forward regardless of what's happening in the world. Because believe me, in this time and the way the world is at the moment, we need more heart-centered and aligned and self-driven women than ever before. It's so important. I believe in this work so, so much. And that's why I'm dedicated to inspiring, guiding, supporting, and helping women who own businesses to bring their magic to the world. And so that is the offer for you today, the invitation for you today. You can watch the webinar or you can book a call with me. And if that is something that you would like to do, I can't wait to see you on the call. So enjoy your day and I hope to see you soon. Okay, big love. Bye.